Here's my review on Tom and Jerry the movie. And I just want to give a note. This gives out some spoilers. So go watch the movie before you watch this video. But I want to give out a note that this was a good movie. You should check it out because you see the old one, which was like a cartoon movie, was not good. It was not good because it didn't use how it's supposed to be. First of all, it wasn't them battling. That's the problem that they shouldn't have used. They didn't have battling. It was like no battling. It was just a friendship movie. No fighting. It's just random. It's like something random all the time. And the fact that this movie is actually better than this will be the best live action cartoon Into the Real World movie you'll ever see. Well, not the best one, but it's just super good. I recommend you watch it. But it's better than what Disney's doing with their live action movies. Because Disney, on the other hand, now Disney used to make those cartoony Into the Real World and good movies. But Disney started doing the thing that they shouldn't have did. That companies should never do if they want their companies to be good. Disney started putting photorealistic characters. I'm not saying it's bad. They took a lot of time on that. It's just not good enough to be recommended a reboot or whatever they're gonna call it. It's just blonde. It's not fun. It's just not good. But Tom and Jerry was actually a good movie because it had one big thing. The only thing that I don't like is that I had to use motion captures for one thing. But I mean, it was needed because, like, how are you gonna hold a dog with like a CGI dog and then you can't hold the thing? Like, how is that gonna work? So I kind of know why they needed it. I kind of know why that was needed. And also, I love how they brought back. They got plans from Roger Rabbit. They got like ideas from Roger Rabbit from the like original movies. I feel like from Roger Rabbit to 90s when that other Tom and Jerry movie come out, they've definitely improved with their cartoon Into the Real World. In Space Jam, I watched the trailer and it doesn't look like a super good movie. It just looks good. Not super good like Tom and Jerry. Actually, Tom and Jerry was fantastic. It's better than anything that's like CGI Into the Real World. And they used a very good app to make this looking good. And there's one more thing that I need to point out that you'll never see. It's like anyways, it's something you'll never see again. It's something that is in most movies that you probably. But also, I saw this on HBO Max. Just want to point that out. It's a note that I watched this on HBO Max, not theaters, because things going around. We'll figure it out. But Tom screams. I don't know about their screams. They're not how they're originally. So their screams are just fine. They're not super good. Their screams are just not like how they're supposed to be. Cause you see, this is what I think they did. They got a voice actor. They made him just shout whatever he was gonna say, and then that's how they did it. They just got a random person to say something. But that's not how it should be. They should have got like at least a scene from Tom and Jerry the show where he screams, and that would make it sound better. The only thing is that why did they use the goat scream with Tom? It's just not good. Why would they use the goat scream for Tom and Jerry? Especially when there's no goats in this movie, because goats, of course, you can tell that goats don't live in New York. But oh, the Home Alone hotel. Everyone knows it in the sequel. Yup, it's actually accurate. Now, Easter eggs. There's only one Easter egg. I'm not sure. I couldn't spot all the Easter eggs, but there's the one spottable Easter egg is the scene where like Tom's like going up into the sky and flying and stuff. That's a reference to one of those Batman movies, and not bad. It's actually a good reference. They actually did it very well that you can actually tell it's a reference. Like, who hasn't watched Batman? I mean, I did. But, the sound mix. Kind of a mix out of... I'll give the music a 5 out of 4. The reason why I give it a 5 out of 4 is because some stuff was just not how it should be, because most of the music, which was the like end credits, those were good, but some of the music just weren't good enough to be considered 5 out of 5. So 5 out of 5. What do I rate this movie? 5 out of 5, because it was just better than something I've ever seen in live action. This was the first movie that I actually seen that was like, if you think about it, go back to from the 90s doing cartoons into the real world. But now, they used to do all that good stuff. But then, when 2016 or different years, whatever you can think about, they started changing that. It started with Yogi Bear looking like in that Yogi Bear movie, which I'm actually going to reboot it. It started with the Yogi Bear movie having a flip-flop. With like it looked like cartoons in the real world. There was just one small problem. It didn't look so much cartoon. Like, I thought they were gonna make it like cartoon into the real world when I watched it, because I saw this in 2013, not 2010. But I thought it was gonna be like cartoons into the real world movie, but I guess not. Which was not good. I mean, I can give the Yogi Bear movie a 5 out of 3, just because there's a few big problems. But that's not the review. And also, I like the voice actors. The voice actors, they're so delightful. I like how they tried their best. They tried their best to get it sounding good, and I give it a 5 out of 5. It's super good. Y'all did a good job at making this. And also, I like their new battling style. They're actually good. Their battling style, it's just so good. I like how they battle like how they originally did, and that's good. So I like how they battle. It's honestly good. And so I give the battling a 5. Actually, no, a 10 out of 10 because it was so good. And I give the movie a 10 out of 10 and a 5 out of 5 because it's super good. I recommend you watch it. And the sets are super good. And I watched their behind the scene video, and it looks like this actually took a long time to finish. So I give their animation. So what do I think of the animation? The biggest part. It's good. Literally. But, we're gonna have to wrap this up, so I have one more note to say about this movie. I recommend you to watch it. I like the plot. The plot is basically, but spoiler alert, go watch the movie. What are you waiting for? But, I like the plot. Basically, the plot is like, this, girl named Kayla is, like, trying to get Jerry out, so Tom comes and tries to, like, get Jerry, I guess, and then it's pretty much the rest of the movie contains them fighting in most scenes. And then later, like, Kayla quits and everything. But then later, Tom and Jerry become friends, and then they start they just start being friends. They find out a way to become friends, and then they start. But then they found out a conspiracy about the one of those attendants, and then I guess it just continues with them trying to save the world, and it's good. That's a good plot. That's a good plot synopsis. But I'm gonna wrap things up because it's getting dark. Oh, it's not getting dark. It's early, but I like this. I recommend you watch it. It's a good movie, and see ya. Bye.